Until my screen unfreezes, this how we gonna rock it out. 1, 2, 3. We into it. All right, I'm not gonna lie. This one really is hurting me, bro. This case, these developments, the evidence and facts being presented based on these allegations is really, really bothering me because I feel like it points towards a deeper psychoanalyzation of the relationship between fan and star. I really think we need to start looking at that and start creating boundaries for our children and those who cannot so psychologically make sound decisions for themselves. I'm gonna say this again. What the fuck happened to that baby, David? You lucky my cam not up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't got the best equipment. I ain't up like you niggas. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a college student and work a little side job. I ain't got that. You feel me? We working with what we got right now, but the message still gonna be crystal clear, my boy. I'm telling you. The message still gonna be crystal clear, my boy. What the fuck happened to that baby, David? What the fuck happened to that little girl, David? I have a 10-year-old sister, bro. If in 2.5 years, a TikTok star DMs her, because my sister does use TikTok and Roblox and all these other social media platforms. We're in a whole different generation. These kids are coming out the womb knowing how to actively work real technological software. It's like they are coming out the womb knowing how to program iPads and iPhones to be personalized to themselves out the womb. We ain't have that. So what I'm saying is, let's just take a step back. Let's just really look at the dynamics of this case. Let's look at the dynamics of this case. We're gonna get into this video. I already started watching it. As y'all see, we could watch the rest together because really so far we just kind of got through all the foundations of the case, found the body in the Tesla and the abandoned car lot. Took a little while because if I'm not mistaken, it was like 3 days before the body was actually identified as Celeste Rivas. R.I.P. Celeste Rivas. I don't care. I'm not even taking the parent angle. I'm sorry, baby. I don't care how bad your parents were to you. All I care about is the psychological manipulation that this grown man who is self-aware of his surrounding circumstances and position socially, that understands that I am a, let's just say, big TikTok musical creator, as well as in Fortnite, which I would like. I wish I could show y'all this script, bro. I wrote so much that just dives into all that. Like the fact that even he was a Fortnite creator is such a red flag because that means the foundation of his followers are kids at minimum under 20. At minimum, I mean, at minimum. If it's 100% of his fan base, to me, at least 55% is under 20, and then of that 55% under 20, at least 40% is under 18, and then probably higher. Actually, it's probably really more like 16 to 15 to 17 is his absolute max demographics that actually engages with his content, not sees it on their recommended and scrolls past, not seeing it once or twice. Because every person who's older that I see react to this, they may say something like, well, I've seen him once or twice, or they say I had no idea who this guy was. One or the other. I've seen it once or twice, or I had no idea. I am one of them people who is not even 25, but I'm older than 20. Let's just leave it there. I know who he is. I never listened to his music. I seen his debut project on the front page of my SoundCloud, and it stood out to me because of his name. That's how I remember it. And when this case came back up, I was like, "Oh, that's that nigga. That's him." Like, because if I'm being real, I've never was into the hopeless emo. Let's just say the hopeless love emo type aesthetic. I always felt like psychologically that is so fucking damaging. That is some damaging ass music, bro. Like any form of hopelessness is dangerous enough. Any form of hopelessness is exactly what it sounds like it is. So you got to think. And I'm trying not to be all over the place. We're going to get into the video, but it's so much on my mind because it all comes back to This is why we gotta stop giving these fucking weirdos. And I'm not talking about weird like for example, I wrote this down in my outline too. I used to get called weird growing up. Anybody who know me know that. But the type of weird I would get called was for example, I've had a teacher who would be like, Greg, you're very weird in like an enigmatic way. Like you're an enigma, a mystery. Like I can't really put my palm on it, but there's something about you that somebody told me that yesterday. Actually, I've been told that. I'm not trying to brag. If you know me, I do not lead with ego. My ego is not the value of who I am. The value of who I am is how I impact others' lives. That's what I look at it as. But like I said, even yesterday, somebody came up to me, a guy and a woman was like, yo, there's something about you. Your spirit, man. You got a spirit. I'm drawn to it. Is you got a spirit on you. Like you got a spirit. And this is just to keep going. There were people who would notice that and they would call that weird, but it would be in an intriguing way. Like, yo, this nigga's weird, but it's like, what that shit kind of is new, is different. It's like when the plasma TV was first introduced, people were like, what the fuck is a plasma TV? That's weird. But before you know it, it's in every household in America. The laptop was probably weird compared to the desktop computer, but before you know it, it's in every office and home in America. So as you can see, weird has two definitions. Weird can mean an alternative idea, thing, or person that there is no formal understanding on. So let me rephrase that. Weird has two definitions: an alternative path, person, idea, or thing that has no formal identification or definition. So it's weird, doesn't fit any construct, it's unorthodox, it's new, it's alternative, it's weird, but it's intriguing, it's fresh, it's not a regressive, negative, malicious, deceitful type of way. But then you cross the line and there's weird, like PDF files, like creep freak man, like freaky freak man. What the fuck, freak man? You fucking creep, like creepy spiders crawling out of my pores. That's you see the breakdown now. You see how different that is. You feel me? Like you see how I don't. And the thing is, I'm not talking about his fingernail paint. I'm not talking about his clothing choice. I'm not talking about none of that. It's just the dude's spiritual aura is weird. When I seen him on my feed that day, I ran past it. I wanted nothing to do with that, and I want nothing to do with none of them niggas in that scene. It's a reason why they always get exposed. It's a reason why the people say, why is the underground filled with pedos? It's because of dudes like this, bro. These fucking godless dudes who don't have no connection to God, and they use their clothing choice as a reason to value themselves and a way to value themselves. And when they literally are constantly left with that void, they run to drugs and hopeless love. That's the fucking truth. You niggas is lost. You alternative niggas is lost. That's the truth, bro. I kind of considered myself one of them. And like I said, people before always told me how to spirit on me and all that stuff. But if I'm being honest, I never fit in with the alternative shit. Mine was just more like I just explained. Oh, that's just new, unique. Mine was always just more in the sense of an enigma and uniqueness, not a creep freak man. Fuck freak. You moralist freak, like that type shit. I was never on that type shit, never will be, and I was never with that type shit. Those niggas are lame and weird, and that's why they run to LA and they run in bunches and posses and claim to be bands and all that type shit just to cover for all they satanic, ritualistic, creep fuck shit. That's the truth. This nigga's a fucking creep and a weirdo, bro. We need to start exiling these niggas from the music industry and from our fucking homes, bro. There's somebody who was bumping this nigga religiously in their ears, being manipulated with sounds and frequencies and lyrics and quote unquote talent to follow this nigga. Follow this nigga to where? Y'all gotta understand. This is why I made that video. Artistic representation matters. Take your art serious and take the art that you consume serious. It's not a fucking game. This baby was manipulated. She saw a star. She saw an opportunity to get away from her home life, and she got led into darkness. And I know he know that. And I know that he knew he could take full advantage of that little girl because she was missing. She had nowhere to go. And he did that because that's what's in his heart. He would have done it anyway. He would have did it in another life. He would have did it if he was somebody else. That's who this spirit is. Fuck the name. Fuck the title. Fuck his aesthetic. That's who this nigga is, and that's what we need to take this shit for. That's what he's convicted on to me, not murder. That's what he's convicted on. I'm sorry, this shit. I'm ranting. It's 10 minutes in. I didn't even click the video, but I don't care if this get 30 views, like I say, or a trillion. This gonna reach him, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe not this video, maybe not my words, but God got away. God got away. Let's get into it, man. God got away. I'm sorry, but I had to get that off, bro. This is a little girl, bro.
And
I got a 10-year-old sister. I know how she thinks. I see it on the day-to-day. She is not able to make psychological sound decisions that will impact her now and in the future. She's not able to. If a TikTok star come up to her now, I hate to say it, she's going to do whatever because she's a kid. She's a kid, David. A kid. A little girl. Like, come on, bro. And then you do it in the weirdest way. I'd rather be exposed to being gay. I'd be gay a trillion times over before I get caught up in some freak ass shit like this. I'll just be regular gay. And a lot of times these niggas be that, but they don't know how to be that. So they'll turn into a little girl or some alternative chick that's into all type of pagan, satanic, ritualistic shit that involves little people. That LA shit, bro. I'm telling you, I don't know how deep this shit go, bro. The underworld is deep and dark.
Following her disappearance, this person shared some screenshots on Twitter about Celeste's brother.
Think they live in the sky because we call them stars. Fuck no. These niggas was made underground in a fucking lab somewhere.
Up and how he claims he was threatened by David and his people about raising alarms as far as his sister's safety. I don't know where these text messages came from. I cannot verify them, but it seems like the internet has been appointed as like the chief investigator, and they're going to be the ones to solve this case. So somebody asked this account, dude, why does David follow you? All the respect to your sister, and I hate how bad people are being. Was it really him? Jesus. Well, the brother responded.
My bad, y'all. The quality of this video ain't gonna be the best. I'm having my bad. Like I said, the quality of this video ain't gonna be the best. I'm having certain little technical issues, but I had to get this message out. Like I had to, bro. If nobody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Fuck these type of dudes, bro. I don't care about their talent. And I want to say this too. We need to separate talent from ability. I seen a video of him, his quote unquote recording process. If that is talent, Michael Jackson was God on earth living. If that is talent, Eddie Murphy is like some sort of living alienistic Lil Wayne and all these instrumentalists who can actually put together a song from each actual instrument based on sound, based on rhythm, based on patterns and placements where the hooks and bridges need to be, putting this together. Not I'm gonna just use this recording software and find a preset that matches my voice. That's ability. You have the ability to use and program software in a way that matches your tonal output. Not actually having to be able to import that, find a way to match that with the vibe of the song, mix that in with a hook and a bridge so that it can all come together as one. That's talent. That's what you call being a producer. That's why Prince was looked at so high, because he was able to produce, write, sing, choreograph, everything his shit, and produce the music video and put a little side movie out with it. That boy Prince was bad. And this nigga ain't finna get put in the same category as Prince. It ain't happening. Not on my watch. Talent versus ability. Let's get back to it.
Talk to him. This guy responds saying, I met him in person once. Did you and your family know of your sister being with him? Like, was she living with him?
1 second. My bad, y'all. 1 second. All right, let's get to it. We good.
The brother responded, I knew, and I went to the police about it, but there was a lack of evidence, so it was waved off. BS. Now there's 1,000 people backing you, and that won't happen again. But if they had listened, the brother responded, even then, they don't do anything. They haven't even done anything towards him. They ask, how long has Celeste been dead for? Her brother responds, dead for 2 weeks. This person shares that other people have been speculating that it's been about a month. And he goes on to say that this David dude is a weirdo. His
Mind you,
songs
there's
call him
a
weirdo.
Discord conversation that was proven to be real from video screen recording of somebody that was in it of Celeste and David talking in October of 2022. Romantic Homicide was released, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. It was either a few months before or within that winter region of 2022. Regardless, it was in the same year. And if you remember, um she just turned 15 this past September 7th. So you do the math, my friend.
Weird messages and imagery. Since
My bad. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is fucking crazy.
Since this person mentioned David's music to Celeste's brother, let's take a look at his music. So David released his music video for his song Romantic Homicide on the birth date of Celeste, who had died in his car. In the lyrics, he sings, in the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear. And I'm, wow, can you imagine? So Celeste died for him and not even a single tear? Like, what are we talking about? And I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone who won't even arrive. In the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. Now, the song was released in
I'm so
2022.
tired of that, like, hopeless, gotta kill you. I love you so much, baby. Just crawling out of me. And this biters is all on me. Love, I need you. Shut the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. Where that baby at, nigga? Where that baby?
Too. It's just interesting that the music video was released on her
Freak
birthday.
ass
There's
nigga.
another one of David's songs I want to play for you guys. It's unreleased, so hopefully it won't get copyrighted. We'll see if YouTube allows us to listen to this, but let's give it a shot.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling.
Oh, so his music, he's just
Bro, it seemed this is dude is, and then I want to play this back. At one of his shows, he literally had a casket and a memorial to Celeste. And it pissed me off. I turned my camera on because it's, bro, you can't kill nobody for a rollout. That's a baby, bro. You a bitch. You fucking lame, bro. Fuck your big boots and your holy shirts, fo. Fuck them shits, bro. Fuck all that, bro. You got to be a man at the end of the day. When you take all that off, who is you? Who is your soul, bro? This shit is, you weird, dude. You weird. Like, this is just a raw rant, bro. No, I'm gonna try to clip this up to make it smoother, but if I don't clip it up, bro, y'all just gotta bear with me, bro. This is real emotions from somebody who cares about the people, bro. It ain't gotta be my daughter. It ain't gotta be my sister. It ain't gotta be my niece. I give a fuck. That's point blank, period. And it's just like, bro, we continuously let these people into our homes. Oh, well, he's talented. Oh, well, I see all the red signs, but he got a nice song I like. And oh, yeah, he did admit to killing 12 people and murdering and hiring 3 hitmen. But, you know, he's just a drill legend. And I'm tired of this shit, bro. And all the true souls who genuinely have something to say, who genuinely is talented, who genuinely ain't on that fuck shit, but genuinely got just as much as juice and fineness and kick it and pop it as all them other niggas who just don't want to lead the world to destruction. They never get a chance, bro. And if they do, they get this very limited piece of the pie. You may become a 100K subscriber nigga. You may become a 300, 200K subscriber nigga. You may get a couple 100,000 followers on all your platforms, but you're never going to reach that global influence. I can make change by just putting out a narrative. That's what I consider celebrity. Like, you can start a movement if you just press a button, if you press send tweet, you can start a movement. You could get 50,000 people galvanized in any community, in any city or state, in any county. That's celebrity. And I'm tired of these type of dudes who got ability and not talent getting bored in a bedroom, downloading band labs, and posting on when we follow celebrities and stars and all these people. We grow up with them. We let them into our home. How many people grew up you live in color on Full House on shit like see about this that you like that you feel like resonates so much. My bad, y'all. Screaming out again. 1 second. I'm going too hard. Going too hard on their ass. All right, my bad, y'all. Having a little technical difficulties. Like I said, we getting this video out though. This is a bigger message. I don't care if it got to be raw, if I got to cut it up, do whatever I got to do, just put it out. If it's gonna be in and out, it's whatever, bro. We got to get this out though, bro. I forgot what I was saying, but like I was saying, oh, I know what I was saying. I'm tired of us letting these type of individuals, because of talent or like I say, ability, we just open doors and let them into our homes. Like I can't imagine how many people listen to his music day in and day out, buying his merch, following his every move, and eventually you become molded by the psychology of this person because their values, their visions, and their prophecies, their professions are all coming upon you. And it's not literal. Of course, it's secondhand once you're listening to the music. But what I'm saying is, time and time again, we let these people come into the lives of the most vulnerable, bro. The fact that she happened to have home issues, what a big coincidence. Like, isn't that the MO for all manipulators, like cult leaders and people who try to really manipulate someone and take them hostage and take them as property of their own, that's usually what they do. They disconnect you from the family, or they target those who already have broken homes. That's why I said earlier in the video, you so fucked up, David, because you knew that girl ain't had nowhere to go. You knew she was missing. You knew she was vulnerable. You knew her home life was what it was, like you put in your music and in your tweets. This ain't even speculation. None of this connection is speculation. The literal only speculation left is if you yourself did the murder. That's the last speculation. Other than that, David, every single thing that's been laid on the table shows, bro. I'm my bad, bro. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just this shit. It's just, bro. These niggas, bro. These fucking people, bro. Fucking creep, freak weirdos, bro. And I already expressed and explained, just to lay the foundation, what I mean by weirdo, because I have two definitions, like I said before. One is a person, place, or thing taking an alternative route or method that has no formal definition or expression. So that could just be like, oh, the way you wear them pants is weird, but they fly. It's intriguing. I like that. It could be intriguing. It could be enigmatic. It can be a bit of a mysterious value or meaning. While the other weird is pedophile, PDF file, creep, freak, man, fucking moralist, godless, do anything for self-desire, just weird, freaky skin crawl. That's that. You see the difference. You see the vibe difference, the feel difference. Weird, freaky is different.
But it's like the trunk of the front.
My bad, we was already here. Right, so far, it's just laid the basic foundation of the case. Tesla was found abandoned. Lady found in front. We on that. We on to now.
Which is a pretty small area to go and look.
My bad, y'all.
Hey, believer.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I was gonna make this video yesterday, but every time I wanted to make the video, I just kept wanting to say F dude, like F him, bro. Like I ain't got no more grace for these type of people, bro. This is too long and drawn out. And if it just happened to be an innocent relationship between them, bro, why aren't you doing everything in your effing power to make sure everything surrounding you reflects that? There shouldn't be pictures of you paying kids to shut up, bro. And then the thing is, in that picture of him paying them two little kids that you could tell is little kids, this nigga got on his signature hat, his boots, his ripped distressed jeans. Like, bro, you ain't even trying to make it not look like you paying. Fucking freak creep. Tired of these type dudes, bro.
And look into David potentially being dangerous, especially a threat
needs
to his
to be
sister
no
Celeste.
grace.
He claims that his concerns were not acted upon. He also shared disturbing details about their relationship and events following her disappearance. This person shared some screenshots on
We went
Twitter
through these
about
just messages with our brother. It's just the brother talking about how Celeste's brother actually knew that they were together. But like I said, I'm not going to target their family because at the end of the day, David, you're old enough to know if she come from a broken home. For one, you old enough to know why the fuck is you doing this, man? That's why I said no matter who he is, no matter if his name was David, if he was a nobody, a singer, a rapper, a ball player, his spirit, naked as it is, was going to do this either way. As I said earlier in the video, this is who this soul and spirit is, and that's what we got to accept it for. And that's why I can't give no grace, because all the evidence proves you knew, and you consciously and intentionally made decisions moving forward, bro. That's why I can't give grace. That's why. It's too conscious and intentional. But yeah, this is just the brother talking about how they kind of knew, but it was hard because she used to run away. He would pick her up, the tattoo, just kind of letting us, kind of confirming the speculations on the internet is just coming from her brother. You feel me? And mind you, he says she's only been dead for 2 weeks. About 2 weeks ago would be kind of exactly, it would be right before 2 weeks ago from today would be the 5th, Friday the 5th, which is 2 days before her birthday, the 7th. So depending on when these screenshots were taken, this nigga potentially killed her on or around her birthday. Or not killed her, she was killed on or around her birthday. Because for him to know 2 weeks, maybe they spoke before very briefly, maybe he's seen proof that she was alive very briefly, maybe a FaceTime very briefly. She talked to an aunt because she has someone she dates to confide into, like the text messages where she say, "Don't text, don't text, don't text. He's coming, he's coming." That pissed me off so bad. Don't text, don't text. He's coming, he's coming. That shows at the minimum he was very controlling. At the minimum, at the very minimum.
On the birth date of Celeste, who had died in his car. In the lyrics, he sings,
I
"In the
already
back of
looked
my
at this. We probably gonna just jump through this video. I mean, it's just laying the facts. This is kind of one of the things I wanted to show because it's a couple new details in this that I didn't see before, but not too many. Like, bro, this nigga lyrics. This is what I meant by the power of the tongue in my last video about how literally I was manifesting circumstances and situations that I have not in that I did not in that moment experience, but it came to be. So much of it came to be, and it was in the moment when I needed to be the most cleansed and the most disconnected from it. It was like it was chasing me, bro. But I'm telling you, we cannot act like we know the power of the tongue simply for quotes on Instagram and for threads, bro. Live it if that's what you think you know, bro, and treat it that way. Everybody, you're the power of the tongue. Yeah, man, the tongue is powerful. Yeah, yeah. But then this would be the same nigga who would say that. Using hopelessness and romantic death aside as a rollout for your aesthetic. He gives me that. He will kill a little girl for the rollout of his aesthetic so it can match the vibe of the life. And I gotta make it align so I can have the anime love story and stuff. Like, niggas watch too much Disney. That's what it is. Disney fucked us over, bro. Disney got us thinking life is just this fantasy I can manipulate into a storyline into my own main character thing. It's not,
about
bro.
her. I wonder who her is.
We know who her is, bro. You made a whole song singing Celeste's name, literally. Who else is? I mean, it's just another coincidence that perfectly matches the circumstances and of this situation. Like again, this nigga is the living coincidence. If that's the case, let him go. If that's the case, if everything he do is a coincidence, shit is so. It's just too much, bro. And I'm sorry, I'm passionate. It's just what else is there to be when it's a girl who cannot make her own decisions, a little child that cannot make their own decisions? Not literally for the capers and the yapers, not literally. But if you know a 10-year-old, you should know what state and vulnerability they are in psychologically, especially when it comes to celebrities and influencers. This is what these people look to as gods for real. We got to just keep that in mind.
Oh, so his music, he's just asking for this charge. About her. I wonder who her is.
If you didn't hear at the start of that, he said sitting in the back of a police car. When they asked, I forgot everything. Then that's when we went to. I won't tell you nothing about her.
Well, if you take a look at more of his songs, he has a song titled Celeste. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed.
This alone, bro. I'm obsessed. Bro, this lady was found chopped up, and I'm done with this video. This is all we need to see. I'm gonna leave it here. Let's just look. Like what further. That's why I say you're convicted, bro. In my mind, you're convicted. It's over with. Oh, I'm obsessed. Imagine imagine someone coming up missing, right? And their boyfriend. I can't even, bro. I can't even literally. I can't make an example that follows the correct script of the circumstances of what this is. Like from the beginning, from the pictures of them, from the messages, from the tattoo, from her texting. I don't know if it was her aunt. It seemed like a family member because they were speaking in Spanish. From her telling the family member she's not safe and don't text. He's around. From the I was bleeding, so they definitely had intercourse. She admitted herself to having intercourse with him. The only theory I could come up with, I was watching a live from I think his name was like Fat Boy something. He did a live yesterday. Somebody mentioned, I really never put this together. Maybe she ended up dead because it got to a point where there was about to be an expose. I don't think she was pregnant. They mentioned that. But I think it got to a point where it was going to bubble over onto the surface. So it was either she be dead and people find out, or she be alive and can give a living testimony and people found out. That's the best thing I could think of, because it seemed like he almost got off from like having this secret, like even look at his aesthetic. He looked like he just keep shit freaky, just freak, bro. like, like it seemed like he got off from that, just for whatever way, just the secret, the blindfoldedness, the love is blind. He meant it. Like, whenever I hear love is blind, I always thought of pedophilic shit. I never liked that saying. That's age ain't nothing but a number type saying. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, okay, you don't got no racial preference, no ethnic preference, cool. But love ain't blind, bro. I'm not dating a donkey because I like it's how it move or something. Like, what fucking weirdo, bro.
Oh, Celeste. Missing
But
you so
yeah,
much.
man, I can't watch no more of this, bro. I just had to get this off. David, I hope the truth of whatever you've done, you get whatever you deserve from that truth. That's what I hope. I don't want you to go to jail or nothing. I don't have no hopes for any of that. What I hope is whatever is the truth, you get treated based upon that and that only, not allegations. Because if I'm being honest, bro, all the text messages and stuff, it's none of it is speculation. All of it is, yes, this is David texting. Hey, this is Celeste texting. This is a picture and video of them together. It is not speculation. The only thing that is left for speculation is, did you commit the murder? Not did you orchestrate it, not did you because it is a crime to dispose of a body after the commission of a murder. So even if you didn't do the murder, but you helped get rid of the Tesla because it is yours and it never was reported stolen or missing. See, when you really put the pieces together, it all points back to you, brother. It all points back to you know something. You know something. And that's all I'm saying, bro. We got to protect our homes, protect our family, protect our minds, protect what we consume, because behind that good beat, behind that banging beat, could be somebody looking to fuck over your child. That's the truth. That's as showbiz would say, that's the black two sugars. Behind that banging beat and that nice little dance, it could be an actual monster, bro. And we've been knew that, but I feel like this case was the shining pinnacle example of when adultery goes wrong. The dark side of idol worship. Simple. Y'all take care of yourselves. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry we had a long one. I had to get into it. You feel me? We don't hold back on no expression. I'm going to be real. I'm not big on editing in this phase because I feel like I really wanted it to be a point where once my production get better, we're going to be able to, because I think on the long term, I think on a wide scale, I think on a universal scale, and I think on the long term, I want to be able to look back and be like, yo, look, like I wasn't even editing, like these videos are raw, and look at us now, like we got a full production team, 6-7 camera angles, 6 different types of cameras, you feel me, high quality team, all that. So it's like I want to be able to see the progression, not forcibly, but I just feel like what am I really editing for right now? Like, okay, I can make a few cuts here and there, but I have no reason to really edit. I just want to give it to y'all straight, give it to y'all raw like I've been doing. And that's how we're going to rock out on this channel. Like, comment, subscribe. We got plenty more coming. Y'all know how we coming. We're going to build something special on this channel together. That's how it's supposed to be. The people's chant. I'm out.